Hello, friends, and welcome to Shadowfax Games. Today I'm hopping into Blueprints, and I'm fairly certain that title is a play on the word blueprint, like a building plan. This is a fairly new puzzle game that kind of mashes together a puzzle game with a roguelike. So each day the whole game resets and you have to start from zero, so your goal is to get a little farther each day with the knowledge of your previous days. So I'm excited to get into it. Let's get going. I've heard good things about this game. I haven't seen anyone play it.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Alright, so I was getting a late 1800s, early 1900s vibe, but it's actually 1993, so I was very wrong about that. Alright, interesting. I'm going to do the gamer thing and immediately turn around and check behind me. And my footsteps just went down. Interesting. So that's not actual footsteps. That's clear enough. There's a gate over here. Locked. And clearly there's no way I could just jump or climb over that. I'm just going to explore around outside here before I go into the mansion. But clearly I'm playing as Simon, the grandnephew, so I'm trying to discover room 46. Which I'm curious how I'll get there. Nothing there. Beautiful view. And I do like the art style and kind of the cel-shaded art style and simplistic. Is there a way to those ledges over there, or are those just for decoration? There's a tunnel down here. There's some torches. And it's blocked. Okay, so nothing down here. Worth exploring. I wonder if I'll need to come back to that at some point. Quite possible. Bird bath. Oh, and my steps just went down again. So possibly when I enter a new area, I lose steps. So that's something to keep an eye on, because now I'm in private drive, which I wasn't before. So yeah, that'll be something to keep an eye on. How far down can I go this way? Because I started with 50 steps. This looks like the main entrance. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Alright, so I haven't done that yet. Yeah, so that's just one thing I can click there. Anything back here? Doesn't look like I can come down that way. It's interesting that the wall is all broken and stuff. There's something back here, like a shed or something. And there's a combination lock. I'll have to find the combination and come back to it. Once again, there's clearly no way I could get over this fence without knowing that combination, so I'll continue on. Video game logic. There's a mine shaft over here. It's interesting. So clearly there's some secrets out here to discover, but I really don't have access to them yet. So I will go back. Yeah, it seems like entering a new area docks me footsteps. So hopefully I didn't screw over my first day by using up a bunch of footsteps right away. We'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful looking manor. Some birds. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So yeah, it's just a limit to how far I can explore each day. Some pictures. Queen of Diamonds, Ace of Spades, or potentially clubs, depending on the art style. This clock is actually advancing time. I wonder if the time of day is important. Alright, I've got a letter here. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been farther from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission, covered in the fine print of my will, that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert Sinclair. Seems like it'd be a heck of a place to live if the rooms are different every single day. Seems like it'd be a huge pain. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will be useful as a map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. The antechamber. So I'm assuming yes, so this is 45 squares. We're looking for 46, so I'm assuming it's through this door once you get into the antechamber. Do I want to call it a day already? Probably not. Okay, so there's a map. Alright, so I guess, do I just go through a door? Well, and I'm gonna follow my maze intuition, which is you just pick a wall and follow it and keep following the same wall. I'm gonna give that a try, so I'll just try to follow the left wall. Select a room to draft. So I guess whatever room I pick here will spawn in. Okay. This one's a dead end. This one will let me go in multiple directions. This one turns the corner, and I gain 2 footsteps when I enter this room, whenever I enter this room. So I could go in and out of it repeatedly. That seems useful. I'm thinking about this, so I probably want to do the dead end in a room with multiple doorways so I don't have to backtrack very far to get to another doorway. Yeah, so I'm going to do the closet. which will also give me 2 items apparently. One blue key. And a silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Interesting. Alright, well then I'll just... Yeah, so that blocked me off in that direction. That's fine. I was expecting that because I can just go to one of these other doors without losing too many footsteps. So, I'm just going to go north. Storeroom, more items. Corridor. Chapel. I don't have a coin for the chapel. I wonder what happens if I go in and I don't have a coin. I guess no time like the present to find out. The storeroom's another dead end. Corridor is always left unlocked. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any penalty for coming in without a coin. Got some stained glass windows. The windows are numbered, but not in order. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's odd that the numbers aren't in order. Maybe that's a combination or something. Just checking my map. Yeah, so I'm going to keep following the left wall as far as I can. Spare room. Nook. So this nook would just lead me to a wall. So I don't necessarily want that. The spare room would let me go forward. The bedroom would let me turn right. And give me more footsteps. Going to try the spare room. Just to make efficient use of my space. And I'd want a T-junction here, if possible. Anything to discover in here? Nope. Looks like they were painting it. West Hall or Den? The Den gives me a gem. The West Hall is nothing. I'll do the Den. Is that the gem? There's a lot of clocks going on here. I wonder if they match the clock in the hall for what time it is. Chess piece. Okay. If I could put a dead-end room right there, that'd be ideal. Guest bedroom, 10 steps. Otherwise the nook or pantry. I think I am going to do the guest bedroom. So that got me back up to 48 steps, nearly what I started with. There's another gem there. Looks like something to read there. Is there anything going on over here? No. Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. So I guess if I find the billiard room, I know I don't need to know the rules of darts. Anything else in the den, or should I continue on? I will continue on. Dead end? Dead end? How far? I guess, yeah, I can't. I need to check before I click on a door, but how far will I need to backtrack if I do the lavatory or patio? I think only as far as the chapel. So I could do the storeroom, but then I'll lose that coin going into the chapel. Gem requirement, spread gems in each green room. So it cost me a gem to come in here onto the patio. Yeah, I would have needed to go back to the chapel. Spread gems, what does that mean? Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Interesting. Like right there. I wonder if it matters where you put them in the mansion then. But I need a shovel to do that. Do I need to bury a gem there? Is that what's going on? Potentially, but I would need a shovel. I should have checked my map, but I believe the corridor would be a good choice. Yep, it was a good choice. Because it's just wall to wall. Basically, I'm trying not to waste doorways by running them into a wall. I don't know if that will always be possible. Nothing going on here. So I want to go up or forward, but not down. I'll do the bedroom then. The commissary, items for sale. I'll do the bedroom. Lavatory is a dead end, so I'd have to go backwards. Commissary will also be a dead end because there's a wall to the south, to the right. So yeah, I'll do the bedroom. Oh, hey, coins. And more steps for coming into the bedroom. Greetings from Reddington. Wonder who that is. I'm going north, so doors in any direction are fine. Pantry observatory requires a gem. Turns to the right. Nook turns to the right and gives me a key. +1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. Pantry +4 coins. Let me try the observatory. I'm curious what a star is good for. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellation by Richard Witt. Veneris, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various size may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. The book, A Solid Base for Astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star is 1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, plus 3 steps. Diamondus Minor, plus 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, the key, plus 1 key. Diamondus Major, 5 gems. Draxus, the dead-end rooms are more common today. Well, that seems like it wouldn't be great. The Sale, everything is 50% off today. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Interesting. There's a wheel down here too, so I can adjust the alignment. Once more. Can I look out then? North Star, gain 1 gold. Alright, so I got a gold for that, and I get more stars every time I put this in. Alright, I guess I'm going east. And I could go any direction, really. That'll take me north. Dead end. Nursery's a dead end. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Interesting. I'm going to do the pantry. An apple. 2 steps for an apple. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So that apple gave me 2 steps. So 5 apples would give me 10 steps, and then the remaining 40 steps are divided between bananas and oranges. I guess I'll have to figure out how much bananas and oranges are worth. If I go right, it's gonna kinda block me in, except for that entrance hall. So I think I want to curve back left if possible. Security. Interesting. Cost a gem. could be worth it. Nook for a key. Parlor for a puzzle piece, I guess. Security gives me the most options, and I do have a gym. Ooh, a cutscene. Are there clues on those screens? There's a safe there. Is that the spare room? There's some sort of... There's something sitting on a table there. It's a music room, another safe here. Interesting. Can't touch the microwave or coffee maker. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found out at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, crossed out, potentially starts with an S. I'll keep an eye out for a terminal password. Got some pictures there. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and the access levers are no longer required to gain entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Interesting. So the antechamber has been unlocked, but doors are going to be more common. Blue memo's true, red memo's lies. Okay, hang on. The antechamber has not been unlocked, so I'll need to find levers to unlock it with. Good to know. Thank you for that. So I could go right or left. I want to go left. But what's this? Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. So, the following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. So, I guess if I want to check if I missed anything, I can always come to here. Okay, keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can be unlocked with an electronic key card. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with high settings. I'll do low since I don't have any way to open them yet. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors. The security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. I think that's a good idea. So if a room doesn't have power, the door will be unlocked. That seems like it gives me more access. Log into network. I don't have the password. I know it starts with an S, I think. Or an 8, possibly. Alright, I'm going to go left. I'm going to keep following my left wall. So I want to go up or forward. Special keys. Special keys. The silver key gives a room with more doors. I'm going to use a regular key. Lavatory, storeroom are dead. Well, all of these are dead ends. Oh boy. Food for sale. Gem requirement. I can't do that one, so it's the storeroom or the lavatory. I'm going to do the storeroom, since it seems like I can get a decent amount of items out of it. Coin. Key. Gem. Is that a note? It's a drawing of a blue bird in a striped swimsuit. Interesting. Alright, I guess I'm going through this door then. So I want to go up because I can access these areas through this door potentially, but I think a T intersection would be ideal. Keys for sale. Gem requirement. I could do that. Dining room is the T intersection I'm looking for. I should eventually put the nook in. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I'm at rank 5, I think, if this is to be believed. So, no meal. But I could go right now that all this is blocked off before I explore to the left. Could be worth it. I'm not seeing anything else in here. Yeah, so I'm breaking away from my wall only because I know this will dead end or loop back into there. So I will use a key. Boudoir, nursery, or drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. I'll do the boudoir. Oh, that's a dead end. I should have been more careful with my map. Okay. Alright, well, dead end is a dead end. Christmas tree. There's a safe here. Is there a clue in here about what the combination of the safe might be? Maybe. And there's the safe itself. Yep, well, I don't know what that is. Alright, I guess onward. I guess I'm using my special key. The pool. The dark room, you can't see the floor plans while drafting in this room. The East Wing Hall or the pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. I guess I'll do it. Is that a shovel? No, it's a net to clean the pool. Can I go into the pool? Nope. There may be something on the floor over here, though. No, just a light. Locked? I'll do the... Oh, I don't have the gems for it. So either way... Either way, I'm blocked off. Lavatory. What's in the lavatory? HSS. What if you really needed to use the bathroom and you couldn't? It just didn't appear that day. This house would be a pain to live in. So it doesn't seem like there's any point in drafting this. Maybe something will come up later. But it seems like it's just a waste. Okay. Well, I need to get back to this store down here. So, right at the dining room. Then left in the security room. I can't go through that because it's locked. Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. Then, of course, no running. I needed to go right into the security room, then through the pantry, Yeah, so then all the way right once I go through the bedroom. I should get 2 steps going into the bedroom. Yep. Let's build up some steps. Oh, I guess it's not. I can't do that. Yeah, because it uses a step to go out, uses a step to go in. So yeah, I can't. I was trying to be clever. Did not work. Alright, so hopefully I can find another key in this other area, otherwise I'm completely blocked in. It's going to cost me a coin to come through here. I guess, do I want to go down to the entrance hall and through, or chapel? I'm going to do the chapel, and hopefully it's not locked. Wine cellar. 3 gems. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Parlor. Wine cellar seems to be a dead end, but gives me 3 gems. It'll cost me another coin to come through. I think I'm gonna do it, though. There's a coat of arms here. 2 hearts. Some berries. Hang on. Oh, I need to remember my Roman numerals. Is that 100? I don't have my phone on me, otherwise I'd Google it, but let me actually note that down. MCCX123. Alright, so it's something 8. The last part is 8. I can't remember what M and C mean. I'll have to look that up. Maybe that date isn't important at all, but I'll find out. Alright, lose another coin here. That was worth it for the gems, I think. So I need to be able to go forward. And I'm hoping to find another key. Hallway or rumpus room? I'll do the rumpus room. Found all of the coins. Anything to interact with here? Salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain footsteps, gain extra footsteps. Sure, I'll take it. Insert coin. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Ooh.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Nice to meet you.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I suppose so.
The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Well then, I hope I'm not gonna have to remember that, because that's a lot. I don't want to block myself off, even though I could get 4 items and they're probably keys. Ooh, I could do the Nook and definitely gain a key. Nope, a journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I do have a pad of paper here if I feel like I need to write something down. So that's a key, so I could go back to... If I have enough footsteps, I could go back to that other room and unlock it. But I'll try to see if I can fill out all of these before I do that. But yeah, I could come back to the pool and unlock it now that I have a key. Two bedrooms. So it doesn't matter what I put in. I'm blocking myself off. Get more steps. I could see what this puzzle piece is about. I could see what the breaker box is about. I'm gonna check out the parlor. It's probably not the best move, but we're doing it. Wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounded game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Interesting. Would that be these boxes here? This statement appears on another box. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So that's a true statement. That's a true statement. This has to be false, so the blue box is full. So this is the one I want to choose. Two gems. Okay. I guess now that I have my key, time to go up to the pool. I've blocked off these these 2 tiles, unfortunately. So first I need to get back to the entrance hall, then into the chapel, and left. Lose a coin. Alright, check my map. Okay, yeah, just keep going right through the observatory. I wonder if I can do something with this grill. Two steps. I am running low on steps. Alright, right through security, then left through the dining hall. Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. Workshop, combine inventory items to create new items. Nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. That would be useful if I wouldn't be blocking myself off. This one lets me go in multiple directions. Interesting. Oh dear. Is there really not a way through here? I thought I was going to be able to get to those 2 doors. Well, that's no good to me. Alright, is that it? I don't think I have anywhere else I can go. And I'm not sure what I can do with this other than push that button. Alright, so I think I'll call it there for the first day. Should have gone with the workshop. I got greedy. I blocked myself off too many times. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a great day.